Today we're going to review the HostGator hosting service. Welcome to WordPress Vidcast, a daily video podcast featuring WordPress tutorials, theme reviews, plugin reviews, techniques, tactics, tips, and tricks so you can build a niche site, build your small business website, build your brand hub, or build your first website without freaking out. You can build a website with WordPress and I can show you how. The WordPress Vidcast. Use the hell out of WordPress. Welcome to the WP Vidcast. I'm your host Josh Robbs, helping you use the hell out of WordPress. Today we're going to talk about HostGator. HostGator is a great host. It isn't the best host. There's a lot out there that are more powerful, that have more features probably, but they're more expensive. You know, Google, if Google decided to outsource their server requirement, their hosting, they wouldn't come to HostGator. It's a bad fit. It's not what it's designed for. HostGator excels at the starter website, the small website, the blog, the entrepreneur's brand site. You know, your first website. That's what they do. Your first website is what they're great at. And let's go through their features. Let me say one more thing before we go into that. Just so you understand what I'm saying. Yes, these people are a host. You can go to some other company that's bigger, better, has a price tag to match. They're a host. They provide hosting. But even though they're almost the same tool, they're not the same tool. A carpenter's hammer and a sledgehammer are the same tool, kinda, but they have very drastically different roles. And HostGator is for startups. They're for small jobs. There's other hosts for the big jobs. Nothing wrong with that. You pay for what you get. And honestly, I think HostGator, you make out a little bit. All right, let's look at the features listed on. This is on HostGator's homepage. Unlimited disk space. There is a limit to how many individual files. It's a huge number. I forget how many WordPress installs it is, but it's giant. Don't worry about it. Unless you're crazy or have some kind of bug, you shouldn't have any problem hitting the numeric limit of files. You know, how many files you can have. This space, they don't care how big the files are. They don't. Honestly, I checked. I've tried to mess with them, and no matter what, things have worked out okay. Unlimited bandwidth. Bandwidth is a measure of transfer. So if you're running a podcast or a video podcast like this, you're going to have a lot of transfers. A lot of bandwidth will be used. And they don't meter it. They measure it so you can see how much you had, but they don't base your fee on that. They don't charge you accordingly. Some websites, some hosts, you get a spike in traffic, your bill will have a spike too. And you don't want, if you're starting out and you can't afford surprise costs like that. I couldn't think of the word cost. Next, free site builder. Don't care. Draw a line through it. Number 4, easy control panel. The control panel is a graphic user interface for your piece of the server. There's no typing in code and there's a terminal and there's all these big crazy commands and variables. Psh, skip that. If you can use your computer, you can use this. You don't necessarily know what they all mean. You'll never use all of them, but it's easy to learn and you're not going to have to mess with that much. Honestly, not that much. And the things you do have to mess with, easy peasy. The last one, put a star next to that one. There's a dot for that one. Star, I'm a horrible artiste. Put a star next to one-click script installs. If you watch the video, how to install WordPress, or how to get hosting, a domain, and install WordPress in 144 seconds, you will have seen the one-click script install. 50 seconds. I installed WordPress in 50 seconds using that. If I had to do it manually, I'd spend more time typing, and I'd certainly spend more time uploading WordPress to the server. That is the number one reason I encourage people who are just starting out to use HostGator. Other people have the same thing. Yes, I get that. But you take that, you add it to HostGator's technical support, you add it to HostGator's reliability, their price, hard to beat. Flip to the next column. 4,500 free website templates. Don't care. Uptime guarantee. Never had a site go down. 45-day money back guarantee. I assume it works. I've never tried it. 24/7, 365 technical support. This is the other big reason. We'll start next to that one. That's the other big reason. The biggest of the big reasons that I pimp HostGator. The reason why I love HostGator. Just last week I had to add a domain and I had to remove a domain. I couldn't get it to work. There were some computer issues. I don't think it was on their end. I don't know. But I got onto their live chat. I said, hey, here's my problem. Here's what I'm trying to do. Here's what it's spitting out at me. And they're like, you know what? We'll take care of that for you. And the one person spent 20 minutes. I think it was 20 minutes to add the URL, to add the domain to my account, and then another 10 minutes to remove the other one. Real simple. And $100 in Google AdWords credit. That's kind of cool. It's really cool because it gives you $100 to play with and screw up with, and you didn't pay for it. So that's $100. If you don't know Google, that's the best way to start. It's the best way to learn AdWords is with someone else's money. I mean, you don't want to screw over a client, but this is free money to play with and to learn with. It's awesome. Let's clear this out. Switch to the internal page, and I'll show you the 3 plans. There's nothing new at the top. Same thing. Let me scroll down a little bit. There we go. All right, down here, they're talking about the HostGator control panels, see Easy Site Builder, whatever. We're looking right here at the center of these 3 boxes: the hatchling plan, the baby plan, the business plan. Here are the differences. Actually, you know, let's compare all hosting plans. See what that gives us. Boom, perfect. All right. If you look, I'm using red. I don't use red. I'll use green so you can see it. You have the same amount of disk space, the same amount of bandwidth. For this next one, domains allowed 1 versus unlimited. And then we'll scroll down, clear that, and I'm going to scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Oh, there's another difference between the first 2 plans. Right here, it's about adding domains. Can't add domains with the first plan. You can with the second plan. And keep scrolling, keep scrolling, keep scrolling, keep scrolling, keep scrolling. You can do private SSL, don't worry about it. Dedicated IP, don't worry about it. And yeah, that's it. So basically, holy crap, over scroll. All right, between the first 2 plans, the difference is in domains. You can have unlimited domains for the baby plan. Hatchling plan gives you 1. Now let's compare baby to business. If you remember from the other tutorial, I picked baby. But I'm going to show you the difference just so you know what's going on. Your own toll-free number. Ooh, you get a toll-free number, free dedicated IP, and free private SSL. Okay, if you don't know what those means, I'm going to give you a hint. Toll-free numbers, obviously, you get a 1-800 number. And the other 2, if you don't know what it means, don't worry about it. You're not going to use it. And then, anonymous FTP. And, oh look, and yeah. Again, your own toll-free number, private SSL, and dedicated IP. They just kind of repeated something they said earlier. So the biggest difference is right here. Right here. Those 3 items right there. So do you need a toll-free number? Really? Do you need one? Do you need right here? Let's just look at this right here. Look on the left column. Do you need those 3 things? No, you don't need it. You don't need it. You don't need it. If you're desperate for a free number, look at Google Voice. It's not a 1-800 number, but it'll be a number that will, you can hide your personal number. My handwriting is atrocious tonight. I apologize for that. So don't worry about it. Just concentrate on what you know you need, which is everything in the first column. You need everything in here. And the kicker is this. As you build one website, you'll realize you want to build a second website. Or you want to grab the .NET version, or a version that starts with the. Like I have wpvidcast.com. Maybe I want to grab wpvidcast.net and the WPVidcast.com and .net or whatever, just so that no one else can take it, or so I can use it as a landing page or something. You can do that if you use this one. If you use the baby plan, if you use the hatchling plan, you're going to have to get another hosting account. It's not worth the effort. So what you want, if you haven't figured out what the answer is, you want this one. You want to get the baby plan. And let's look at the prices real quick. Close out of here. Scroll down. Close that. Now, these are monthly fees depending on how you pay for it. $6.36 a month if you buy 3 years up front. So that'd be $6.36 times 12. Monthly, it's $8. So for $8, for like $22, you can get your domain for a year and get your first month's hosting paid for. $22. That's like 4 packs of cigarettes. That's a soda a day ballpark for the first month. Then the second month you only have the $8. And then the third month the $8. So this is a very inexpensive, very reliable, very friendly, very helpful company. And I'm not the only one who recommends them, trust me. They're all over the place. You'll see names all over the place saying, you should use them. So I'm not the only one. Do a Google search so that I don't want to look like I'm directing you towards something in particular. But HostGator is good. If you want to get HostGator and you would like, if you want to get HostGator, just go to HostGator.com. If you want to get HostGator and say thank you to me for say thank you for this tutorial, this review, or my other tutorials, please use my affiliate link, which is WPVidcast.com/HG. The letters H and G, and that will take you to HostGator. With a little extra in the URL that says you're coming from my link. It doesn't cost you anything extra, and I get a little bit of money out of it. Also, if you have any other questions about HostGator, please ask me. Ask me on the website. Go to WPVidcast.com/Josh. Will be a contact form. Go to go to this video's show notes. Leave a comment. Find me on Twitter, JWRobs, or you can just go to WPVidcast.com/Twitter. Go to the Facebook page, WPVidcast.com/Facebook, and ask me there. Whichever way's best for you, I'm sure I'll see it, and I'm sure I'll respond. Till next time, folks, remember the best way to learn is to build it, break it, and build it better. Have a good night.